Okay, in this video, we're going to look at the design process so you can start customizing your shirt straight away. It's very, very simple. You start by hitting the Start Customizing Now button, and that takes you through to the design section. Now, the design section, you'll notice there are two areas. You've got this area here with the icons that give you the options at this stage of the design process, and over here, you have a representation of the shirt you're designing. And this will change as you go through. For example, if I switch now from male to female, you'll see that it comes up with a female shirt. I've got various sleeve options. So I've got long sleeve, 3/4 length sleeve, and short sleeve. And as you see, each one of those has changed the image over here. Now it's coming into winter, so I'll select long sleeve, and let's go for a male shirt. Now we go through to the fabric section. This is the main fabric you want to use for the shirt, and there are lots of different options here. So you can go for this charcoal grey, you've got this patterned black, there's various other checks and different colours available. I'm going to stick with a relatively bold colour. It's quite a nice pink here, and I'll just check it. I want to have a look at the fabric. Okay, it's got a delicate check in there. In fact, if I click through these images, there are 3 images on each one, and you can get a real in-depth look at the stitch work of this particular one. So next, what you can do is select the currency. Up in the top corner here, you'll notice as we click through each of these, the price down here currently is in dollars. If you're in Europe or Ireland, you can have it in euros. Or if you're in the UK, you can have it in pounds, and this one here is £70. Or if we stick back to dollars, it's $105. Okay, and if I go down here to plain white or this blue check, which is $89, and I switch over to pounds again, it tells me exactly what it is in pounds. Okay, £59.33. So let's stick with dollars. So I've now chosen this blue fabric here, which is quite nice. It's a light check colour. If I have a look at the enlargement, you can see that it's quite a nice little check pattern on there. So now I step through to the collars, and I can choose any collar that I like, and you'll see the collar change. So I've got a standard collar, which is the default as it comes up the first time you enter. I quite like a button-down collar. So I'll stick with a button-down collar on here, but I could have gone for a Nehru, a wide point, a mini button-down collar, just a standard mini collar, long point, any of these different styles. Okay. Next, I'll choose the cuff. Now, I've got a choice of 3 button types, which is 1 button, 2 button, or French cuff, which uses cufflinks. And then I've got 3 cuts for each. One is a round cut, a corner cut, or a square cut, and I can have that on any of these. So I'm going to choose a French cuff with a round cut on the corner. Now the buttons, I've got a blue shirt here, so I could select a blue button, a pale blue button to go with that fabric, which could look quite nice. So if I step onto the next one, I can choose the type of placket I want. I've got no placket, I've got a box placket, or I can go tuxedo or hidden placket. Personally, I tend to go for a standard box placket. Now, pockets, very controversial. Either you love them or you hate them. And you've got 3 different types of pockets available, or no pockets at all. Now, you've got a flat pocket, which you can have left, on the right, or you can have both. I tend not to like pockets, so I'm going to go with no pockets at all, but there are also square cut and diamond cut pockets. Then there's the bottom of the shirt. Do you want a standard shirt, which can be worn in or out? You can have square cut as well, which can also be worn in or out. Or you can go for a long back, which gives you slightly longer at the back of the shirt, which allows you to then tuck it into your trousers or pants and keep it nice and tidy. Do you like epaulettes? We can go for epaulettes on the shoulder there. And moving on, we've now got the option for contrast. Now, it could be that you want a contrast on the inner collar. Maybe you want to go through for something slightly different. Let's go for a deep purple on the inner contrast. Or it could be you want to have a contrast that's white. So you could have a blue shirt with white collars. Quite popular, that. So Let's choose that, shall we? And then you've got the option here for monogram. Now you can have it on the left or right cuff, inside the collar as a name tag, or you can have it on the left or right chest, or left and right waist. So those are the locations you can choose, and I'll choose to have it on the right cuff. Okay, you can't see it here because it's white on white, because I've chosen white as the color, but there are several different options on there. You just hit the apply button and it does it. And I'm going to choose it as a script rather than bold as well, so I've got it as a script there. So then the final thing is whether you want collar stays. Now with a button down collar you don't have the option for collar stays there, but if it's a standard collar, long point or standard, then you do have that as an option. And that's it for designing your shirts. The next thing is to put in your body measurements, which we cover in a different video. And there you have it. That's as simple as that to design your own shirt. You can do it in a matter of just a few minutes.